Yeah, we could go for this. Sudo is just root. And what we are doing, we're telling, since Docker is already installed, we're telling Docker to create, I mean, like to run inside the container named React Docker container, and -p is a port. And as you remember, this port works on two ways. The first line, the first letter is host port. Host port is nothing but now how our system is, how our Docker is. Let's say this is our Docker. This is our, okay, I think we have the AWS EC2 as well. This is our AWS EC2 instance. So we had, mm, okay, why is this not coming? Okay. Yeah, so we had AWS EC2 instance, and inside that Docker is installed. So where we are running this Docker is AWS EC2 instance. So AWS EC2 instance is a host. So yes, so the first thing here is, where is this blog? Yeah, the first line here is host. Host port is nothing but your AWS EC2 instance port. And here is container port. And container port, why I kept 80? Because container port where I exposed, container port is 80. This is what I exposed. If you are keeping, you could actually experiment. If you want to like change a different port, you could actually edit this file and keep like 8080. So if you are keeping 8080, simply like instead of following the block, you had to keep here 8080. It is simple that simply what we are telling is the application host port to container port, whatever the Docker port is there, it's running on port 80, right? It's running on port 80. And if you want to access this application of Docker and you want to access this application from a host like AWS EC2 instance, you had to like go for AWS EC2 instance and port 80.